For me, it's important to like what I'm doing. If I love what I'm doing, it's not work, basically. So my name is Emma. I'm a translator, freelance translator from English into French. I specialized in sports and mainly in football. And in my spare time, I'm a referee as well, a football referee, and I'm French. I realized I really liked football from a very young age. The usual 10-year-old boy who likes football or anything, but I came into football quite late, but I've always liked it. I've liked playing it with my dad in the backyard since I was a kid. Yeah, so probably forever. I don't know when I realized that football was the biggest part in my life. I know that it is. I know that's what I want to do, and I'm happy that's what I'm doing. But I don't know when I realized. Maybe now. For me, it was a bit of a lucky strike for me, football, because I liked it. So people around me knew I liked football. And so when I was I lived in Sheffield for a bit, and I was working in a translation company, and one of my colleagues saw an ad for a job in football, and he sent it to me. It was for a freelance translator job, so it paid absolutely nothing at the beginning, but I replied to the ad. And I got the job, and since then it just started being part of my life. It was just because someone knew me and wanted to be nice with me. So that first job was back in 2004. I just finished uni, and it was the Euro 2004 in Portugal. I didn't get to go, but I got to translate for a website for UEFA.com, which was the organizer of the competition. And so it started just being a translator, and then I don't know, from one thing led to another, and now I don't know how it happened, but I just took everything that was coming to me. There's also people talk if you do a good job. I think they recommend you and everything. So after that, I got to know people, networking as well, and yeah, you start from nothing, and then you build a network of people who trust you, and I think that's how I managed to do things, like to be a translator in that field that I love. For this interview, I've asked my sister to tell me if she knew of any skills I had or anything, and she did tell me that I was a good communicator. So I wasn't so sure I was, and I did ask her if I was a shy person, because I think that's who I am, shy and not very forward going or anything. And she did tell me that she didn't think I was really shy. So I thought it was quite surprising and something I discovered about myself. Actually, one of my weaknesses is to network with people. I like working on my own. I do love working with football-minded people and people who like the same things as me. I really like it, but it's true that I have problems maybe talking to people and trying to have them remember me, so then they call me back and everything. But I think hopefully I'm a good communicator. I think people remember me, and then they know that I'm reliable, and that's what it is. Yeah. I know I'm hardworking, and a lot of things happen for a reason, because you work hard and everything, but you also need the help of people. Also, people can really see that I'm passionate about what I do. So whenever I was, before doing this interview, I was thinking that I'm probably never as happy as when I'm in a stadium, in a football stadium. So I think the fact that I'm so happy in a stadium, and I love my job, I love doing what I do. Every time I'm in a stadium, that's my favorite thing. It doesn't matter what it is, what match it is, or I don't know, it's when I'm sitting down in a desk in a stadium, that's where I'm happy, and that's my favorite thing to do. So I've done the European Championships. I've done Euro 2008, Women's Euro 2009, the World Cup 2010 in South Africa, then Euro 2012, Euro 2016, Women's Euro 2013, Women's Euro 2017, and most of them I was a reporter. And recently, last year, I've done the Women's World Cup as a FIFA reporter, which was an amazing experience. It was just brilliant. Like, just following France, the women's team, reporting on them, doing interview. It was brilliant. It was, yeah, most of the time I was a reporter, so being on the field, doing interviews. I love going to the mix zone. That's what I like doing. I've met a lot of people I've interviewed, like Messi. Leo Messi is someone like you see him in the mix zone and you're trying to interview him and you don't get him because he's so famous that everybody's jumping on him. So got Kaká with Milan, or I don't know, I've interviewed Shakira at the Women's World Cup, at the World Cup, the Men's World Cup in 2010 in South Africa. This was for me unbelievable because I don't really care that much about music, so for me it was a normal person to interview, but I understood how big she was. But for me, I was more interested in interviewing Piqué than interviewing Shakira. But I've sat next to a former coach of FC Nantes, who's my team in France, Renald Denouex, because I was in the stadium and he was commentating just next to me. So the Scotland women's national team coach, I've refereed for her team, and I've also interviewed her, and usually we talk to each other when we see each other. So I think a good reporter is someone who respects the people he is interviewing, or she is interviewing. That's what I try to do every time I'm facing someone, is that I'm asking questions, is that I'm obviously not making fun of them or criticizing them for no reason. Like, I always respect the people I have in front of me, because I find what they do incredible. They do incredible things. They have made a lot of sacrifices in their lives to be where they are now, so who am I to criticize them for what they're doing? So every time I respect them. I think that's what a good reporter has to be. Also being honest. I think honesty for me is one of the biggest values I have in my career, and also as a referee, because if I have a text in English I need to translate in French, I need to be honest with the text, I'm honest in also when I accept jobs for clients. I'm always honest and say, no, I can't do that. I'm unable to understand corporate texts or legal texts or anything. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm always honest about this. When I referee, it's the same. I respect the players I referee, and I'm honest with them. If I've not seen something, I'm not gonna pretend I've seen it. So there are decisions you need to make, but you need to be honest as well with yourself and with other people. So for me, that's the main skill to have, is being, like, honesty. I think is a big skill or quality or value to have in your job and in your everyday life. In terms of refereeing, so I referee at the weekend when I'm not working. The challenges. So when I started refereeing in 2010, I didn't know where it was going to take me. I just stopped playing, and I thought, well, it's going to be my next journey. It's going to be refereeing. I didn't know where it was going, but then as I was going up the ranks and everything, I thought maybe I could be a FIFA referee, which was my objective was this, but there was also an age limit, so I always knew that there was going to be maybe a limit on what I could do. So I trained myself, like, to take the FIFA test and everything. I managed to do it, but not quite. So, and then the age passed. So now I can't be on the FIFA list, but it doesn't prevent me. Like, that was one of the challenges for me, was that my objective was gone. So now I know it's gone, and well, that's what it is. But I'm still working towards more objectives, and you need to overcome the problems you've had, and but put everything you can, everything, like every possibility you can put them all together on your side, so you can work it out. And if it doesn't work, well, you need to keep working and that's it. So for me it was a bit of a setback to not be able to be on that list, but I'm still enjoying it, and that's what it is. So I'm hoping to get my first European trip at some stage, even if I'm not on the FIFA list, but on the FIFA International Referees list. But I'd love to get an appointment in Europe at some stage. I don't think I'm the person to give advice to anyone, but what I did when I was a kid or later in life is what I always do is, as I said, is be respectful to people, and I've always done whatever I want, you know, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. So it can bother other people that someone plays football, or a girl plays football, or referees football, or works in football. It maybe bother other people, but it doesn't hurt them. So just do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt other people and you can respect other people.
I'm Emma and I'm respectful.